Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another session of Supermind Live and Mastery Academy weekly Facebook Live. If you can hear my voice clearly, kindly press 1 so that I know the audio is okay and my video is okay. So, how is everyone today? So, today is the topic for tonight is the human thinking system. Okay, so I think we have talked about this before. So, but I think we this time we have a nice session. Peter also just now repeat it and then see what is different from this time discussion. So, I think the human thinking system. So I think maybe if you heard about it, maybe you type what actually is a human thinking system. If you don't know, you just press or maybe type what actually you know about it. Okay, what is human thinking system? Okay, so I think this is a very interesting topic. I think the mind thing is always very interesting. So I think we have thinking system, but actually, what is human thinking system? Okay, so before we start, I will invite Karine to join us tonight. Hi,
Hello,
Karine.
hello. Yeah, how are you? What is
Good.
human thinking system? No
Mm.
need to think, it's automated. Yeah. Automatic thing on behalf, ma. No need to
Ah,
think. It will automatically help us to think. So that is the human thinking system. Lah. Like
ah,
there, not there, but it's there.
ah.
But somehow it works. Don't know how it works also. This is the most complicated machines that we bought. Priceless and don't know how much it worth. But we must know how to make good use of our human thinking system. That's all I feel about thinking system. Like there, not there. But it's very useful if we know how to make use or communicate with our own software. I would say that is our software. The
Mm.
biological mind is the hardware. So the human thinking system is the application or the software. That's what I know about human thinking system.
Okay, good, good, good. I think the human thinking system, I think what's so special? I think the elephant have a brain, the monkey have a brain,
Yeah.
everything have a brain. So why is only human can create so much advancement at this era? So I think we like to invite the author of the human thinking system, Dr. Peter Yi, to help us to have some introductions of what is human thinking system. Hi, Dr. Peter Yi.
Right. Okay. This topic is repeated. I remember many months ago we talked about this topic. So today, because don't have topic already, so we repeat the topic. But I'm going to ask Karine and Leslie. They will share more. Okay. In my perspective, human being is very different from animals. Animals have all our physiological system, like the breathing system, digestive system, or the 10 system, similar to muscle system and so on, similar to animal. But we also have brain, thinking system, but our thinking system is very different from the animal. Animal based on instinct, hungry, eat, reaction. Human being is much more different than that. Especially we have logical thinking, we have illogical thinking, we have giant thinking system, which we are talking about. Giant thinking system is part of the thinking system, a bit abstract. When the person find it, it's just like a fish realize there's water, or the bird realize there's air. So when we human being we realize we have a giant thinking system with us, we also like a bird discover something that we are in it, and then we can fly with it. That's what I feel like saying. Pass back to you, Leslie. What do you what is your perspective about human thinking system?
Maybe I think I just share something before we go into the human thinking system. I think last few days I think I saw a documentary, a short one. So it's about elephant. So they are because due to I think don't know why I think they don't want to make the elephant to do the hard work. So they train the elephant to draw abstract things lah. So then a painter come in and then he want to try. Hey, really is this elephant know how to draw the painting or is controlled by the person beside him? Okay. So and then for the brain of elephant actually is bigger than the human. So I think it's let's say based on weight, I think the hardware is more bigger lah. So bigger hardware should be I think you have a bigger machine something like that than our machine. Okay, but not sure the scientific. But I think they have something like big. Then the ladies the painter also went to find a person who who have who train the elephant for music for over 20 years and then observe them, train them, and then realize how they do stuff. So that they can play some music, okay, play some music, but I think the one is some music, but we hear as a human is something like noise, okay, noise. But I think they say the person which have already been with the elephant, research the elephant for over 20 years, they say they are more to senses, they are more prone to sound and then than to colors because I think maybe their eyes can see different colors. So I think if as a human, I think if we compare the brain as a size, then is it should the bigger size one I think better brain than the smaller size? Yeah, I think it should be lah, but I think based on weight and based on the size, and then you can control a big things. And then they have the muscle inside the trunk. Actually, based on that diagram, I think it's more than our muscle in our body. Okay, I think something like that. I can't really remember. But I think so. But I think the system, I think then, but only human can do so much kind of creative things. And then we create something like a computer. Now I think the PC, how we can transfer the image from all over the world inside here, which I think is illogical from if a few thousand years ago. This kind of things I don't think it can be imaginable. So I think what's the different thing is just like Karin said is it the software that we have is different. Okay, how the system work. Okay, maybe the operating system, like I think Apple and Android actually is two total, Windows is three total different kind of system. So they work differently. Okay, you cannot put an Apple's software into Windows unless you have install something like a dual operating system okay. So for those who are in IT system, so actually it's a totally different kind of way of working. Even I think the processor, the hardware is a bit different. But I think the only brain, human's brain that which is not too big, which is not too small, okay, which have this kind of function, which I find very fascinating. Okay, and then we have can do a lot of just now I think like energy and then visualization, and then we can dream and create from scratch. Okay, a lot of things that make the current world we are having now. So I think for starting, I think the human thinking system, I think is something which is very interesting. Okay, compare I think just now because I didn't coincidentally I saw the video last few days. So I think this is something to compare with, or to compare with. I think the human thinking system is really something which we need to explore. Okay, pass to Karin.
Okay. Karen, what do you think about human thinking system? Why humans so different from animal, from trees, from plant? Why I suppose special about human minds? Can't hear you, Karen. Anil.
Humans are born complicated with the additional challenge beside, according to the Maslow hierarchy of needs, beside the physiological and safety needs. We have one additional one additional enjoyment or one additional challenge that is financial, right? Dogs don't have to manage their finances. Dogs only settle their physiological needs. Humans have one additional advantage is to handle financial, right? Which animals, trees, plants, anything that need financial, no need. So this is the extra little point that adding to the formulas of or the formulations of differentiations. So from here, the financial sector itself, make a huge difference. Differentiate human being, animals, plants, and the ecosystem. Okay. So because of financials, and animals also have creativity, humans also have creativity, but against, we have set the rules, we have set the ball game from barter trade. Animals do share foods. Okay, plants share nutrients. When it rains, everybody get the rain shine, everybody get the shine, right? Unless you are the indoor plant and so on, get protected through a system or through a will or through something that is meant, is kind of planned. If not for human being, the reality is you need the medium exchange, where the medium exchange initially in the central market is barter trade. Later, barter trade can never be fair, you see. One chicken wings together with one lembu head, that kind of barter trade doesn't take place, and then that is the reason why we set a medium exchange, gold nugget, silver, paper money, and all these come to modernizations and so on, right? So because of the setting and the background is different, so we need to handle things very differently. So the human system, beside thinking of the physiological security according to Maslow hierarchy of needs, we need something else. We need the medium of exchange, that particular thing, for the whole pyramid. So money or financial come into place. So that is what our mind try to sway away or shift away or move away to something else greater. We have created something else greater, not from us, is from our ancestor, through history. Have been thousands of years, if we can trace back. So this what make us very different, and definitely we are different. Pass back to Dr. Peter Yi.
Okay. Yes. Any question from you?
No, Peter, anything to add first? For any initial, anything to add from your side?
Tough question, ma. Any question from you tonight?
Okay, I think Justin have mentioned something. Human got emotion. Okay.
Okay.
Human got emotion.
Dog also got emotion.
Yeah, lor. Dog also got emotion.
Plant cannot talk. Plant also have emotion. That's why a lot of people say vegetarian. Hey, you cut away the roots, the vegetable also feel the pain one. Right? Not just that you don't talk, don't speak, doesn't mean that they got no pain. Right? If you go to your garden, you walk to your garden, barefoot, standing on the grass, you talk to your plant, talk to your flower, they are happy. You can feel it. The harvest is better. They don't speak. Don't you think that they have no emotional? Animals no emotional. Everybody have emotional. That's my point of view. Yeah.
Yes, something to add. I think for emotion. Peter, you want to add something?
Add something. The obvious difference between animal and human being is human being able to create, because we have two hands, we have the brain that can create. Financial system is created by human being, for human being. like finance, like banking, like stock market, future market, all these detailed derivative markets. There's so many insurance, financial. That's why financial literacy not really taught in university. So another thing which is university or the formal education don't teach is the thinking skill. So we are here to impart that lack in the thinking system, in the overall system needed by the society. Okay. Beside, we categorize the thinking system into the ego mind, everyday mind. We call it for self mind because that one is memory information and user information. Uh, that just information learned from outside. We call it because it's not you. It is just information. For example, a person trained as a lawyer, they think I'm a lawyer, but the legal rules, regulation, and so on, codes and so on, it's just information a person acquired. If another person learn the same thing, everybody lawyer. Why is you different from the other? We human being, we have a unique character. Each person a unique body, mind, and soul. So that part we call it in human thinking system we call it fourth cell mind or FSN. There's another part we call inner cell mind. It's called ISM, and that mind has the ability to create so many things: financial system, create weapons, create so many things. We're using cars, computer. That mind, that animal don't have. And then we also human being also we have TSM, true self mind, emotion. Animal has, but lower level. Like dog or that, a bit more civilized in the animal hierarchy, a bit more emotion compared to wild animal based on purely instinct. So human being, our emotion is so developed, it formed another thinking called true self-mind. It's based on heart. And we also have another mind, which is most powerful of all. It's called SSM, spiritual self-mind. That mind are just like computer internet, can connect, can send and receive information. Basically, that's what we understand about human thinking system. Okay, pass back to you, Leslie.
Yes, thank you, Peter. I think for dogs, I think I want to share some experience. I think recently my house we get a puppy from a neighbor because the neighbor's brothers I think they moved a house from landed to apartment. So they say hey they don't want to keep the dog. So they ask us whether we want it. So my wife says it's okay. That's I think the baby the dog is a very cute dog lah. So, but I think due to the dog is not taken care quite well because it's uh, a male. Then he working and then he didn't. So when the dog come in, I think it's a bit scared and then very afraid and then not. We can feel. I think is he don't know how to bark. Okay, because it's very quiet. So don't talk. Okay, don't bark anything. So you can feel that whether the dog is very afraid and very scared and then it's always uh, like you have depression okay got depression and then because due to I think the master throw it away and also maybe it's also not taking well care of it. So but I think slowly after I think with us I think 5 or 6 months and now I think when we go out I think she's very happy. You can feel the emotion of the dog, especially it now become a very playful dog compared to last time, which is very you can feel the emotion, which is very scared, very afraid, very not not happy. Okay, not happy, and then it's don't dare to go here and go there. Now it become very playful, a bit naughty, like a kids like that. So I think for emotion, I think dog do have emotions. I think so. Human also got emotion. Only I think uh how complicated it can be. I think human like to, because our mind, our system, our structure, we can complicate stuff. Okay, and then we grow and then grow and grow, and then we can create system that can we need to use. I think the barter system. Then when the things grow too big, then you need money system. When it's too big, then you need those kind of complicated financial system. So and then like I think from a small village, it grow to a small city. Small city go to a country. So I think it's getting. I think it's also due to the expansion of the population. So things is getting more and more complicated. So I think the human mind always was forced to, they were forced to create something to manage different kind of challenge. So while solving problem over problem and problem, I think when we have problem with COVID, so we need to find some way of curing it. When we have a problem with this sickness, so we are finding solutions. So we are mind are finding ways of different method of creating solutions, so that we can advance and grow. Okay, that I think which is our mind, which is special, which is able to create new way, and then to arrange information and arrange things, and then create some new ideas, and then to give more solutions to solve the problem of the life. If they don't have this kind of problem, like I think COVID-19, then we no need to create the new vaccine. We don't have no need to have the mask, no need have to have this kind of new SOP. So but due to this kind of challenge, which is I think is due to the limiting belief, then we need to study, and then we create something creative to solve it. But this I think is something that force us to advance lah. Because I think more and more problem that create actually is to push our mind to another level, so that we have more the things, the system can run faster and faster lah. Just like I think our computer system, last time the space is not enough, then we have bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger space, and then memory is bigger and bigger, the processing power is more and fast, and then the things. So it's a something like advancement, and due to the needs, and due to we find out more problem, then we go to find more solution, and then after that, then we create more new things coming out to solve the problem. So I think this is something due to environment. But if everything is already in place, do we still need to advance? Because everything is already there. It's already so smooth. Nothing, no problem, nothing. What for you need to become advanced, become master, you become more money, because you're already at a very comfortable stage. So I think it's chicken and egg thing. So I think due to it's the environment, and then also the capability of our mind. Okay, and then that create us, that force us to go up and up, and then to create a lot of miracles inside the universe, and then make it very interesting. Okay, so pass to Karin. Anything to add? Karin, you need to unmute.
Doesn't mean no competition, or doesn't mean that in the comfort zone that we don't progress. Don't quite. Some people comfort zone don't progress. Some people, when they are comfortable, they will fight harder. Because let's say DISC personalities, the DISC in four triangle. So D personality dominance, the bosses, when they are in their prime, they will invest into details like system. Okay, if you are I personality bosses influence, when you're happy, you shift to D. Means what? You'll be dominant, mean everything. Wow, this project not big enough, get another project bigger. D personality, I personality will shift to D. Okay, and then D personality will shift to S. S personality will D personality will shift to C personality will keep shifting. So everybody will make different decisions when during when they are in their comfort zone and also in their prime. Not necessarily is competition. The S personalities, they are supportive role. So during good time, hey, stay put lah. Why expand? The most go karaoke 2 round. Consider celebration, consider happy already. But the dominance one, the D personalities one, when they have too much money, too comfortable, don't spend the money, very jialat one, very itchy backside. Can meh? Cannot one ma. So it's not like that. No, it's not that got competition or got stress, got problem, got challenge. Only we will think of something, because our motivations for everybody is different. D personalities motivations is the need they smell money. Even they retired also, they smell money, they will just do investment or something to satisfy their needs. They don't need the money, but they need the strive. That is the reason why people go gambling. Right? It's the addiction of think they must be in control. I achieve is it? I go auction, shock, and all this. Sometimes you don't really need it, but it's like that one. It's like that because it's D personalities. S personalities is opposite. Everything stable. So got money. Hey, got money. Keep inside the fridge. All the shares, no need to sell. Keep in the fridge. Wait 10 years. Wait 10, 20 years. No need to expand. Expand for what? Itchy backside. So different personalities will do things differently. That's according to me, because different personality traits have different mindset, different habit, different everything. Right? That's my 2 cents worth.
Yes, Dr. Peter, anything to add on? I think because I think true enough. I think we have personality. I think it makes human more complicated. What do you think about? I think personality part inside the human thinking system.
Yeah, you see, the mind thing actually is it's just like a computer. It's a lot of things inside. Let me categorize it this way. If a person using FSN, for cell mind or everyday mind, that is learn information, store in the mind and use it as and when it's needed. That kind of mind tend to see things part by part, has a lot of missing link, tend to have a lot of setback because they don't see life holistically. They have finances, money only, or things only, or whatever. They are not overall. So they tend to make a lot of mistake. And thanks to a lot of relationship problem too, due to ego, knowledge base. I know this, I learn everything. Who are you to challenge me? So the ego is very high. The ego leads to relationship problem. Sometimes a separation or divorce in family, just because of the ego. If one party tone down the ego a little bit, they will save the family. But just because of the ego, one person's ego high, another one even higher, she'll finish now. So by knowing the weakness in the four cell mind or everyday mind or learn mind, that's why we are teaching another mind which can solve all these problems. Knowledge-based mind alone has limited creativity. They tend to base on something, based on these rules and regulation, based on this knowledge. Tend to be very rigid, tend to be very stubborn. Person in knowledge-based, very, very stubborn. They think I'm right, my experience or my knowledge, I'm the best. Other people are wrong. Things like that. So when shift to the inner cell mind, for example, the whole thing changed. Suddenly open up the whole world of creativity. Everything become possible. The challenge is for the inner cell mind, Not many people know how to use it. And the process is that mind, when that mind function, we do not know how it works. We only know the answer from whispering, from inside out. Likewise, the true self mind and spiritual mind, self mind, also the same. They're all inside out system. That's why that system, if people can master it, they really can conquer the world. That's why we are here, try to share some of it. Kelly, what do you think about what a question I want to ask you? Why people need to learn thinking system? They're all very clever already. Why need to learn some more?
This is if talk very bluntly, very tak zui so want to tell or don't want to tell. These questions can answer, but let me get my helmet first or get my bulletproof jacket, because after answer to my master then cannot walk out from my house already.
Use some
Nanti kena
wisdom.
tembak.
Apply some wisdom.
Sometimes wisdom don't work one. That is the reason why. We have been doing this for so many years. We cannot convince. We cannot convince a lot of people to listen to this or to apply this and all that. I myself has been exploring, started from the right brain, where things not too right, looking into the mind, looking into the brain, biologically, hardware as well as software, 10 over years ago, doing my own experiment prior to meeting Dr. Peter Yi and the rest, looking into NLP, looking anything that cannot be seen. I'm very interested with anything that cannot be seen that seems to be communicating. Talking to plant, talking to building, talking to whatever, right? Long time ago. But I realized that why people don't listen or don't explore that part of mind, very simple. The Chinese say, 我们没有在人家身上撒盐。我们没有在人家身上撒盐。How do you translate that in English or more proper terms or expressions? Dr. Peter Yi, can you help me with that term first before I continue?
Either spray or sprinkle salt on other
Into the
people's
wound. Into the wound. I think into the wound. I think it just mean that so
what already
so
painful. You put some more salt, even more painful.
yes. So that to make you feel the pain, then only you buy my painkiller lah. Then I can sell you my painkiller. So I think people want to. Wow, I'm so pain that.
You see, I give a very good example. I'm a marketing student. I'm a marketing student. This case of mine, this story of mine is always, get me very high scores in during my exam and during my debates. Okay, there is a brand with a black man teeth like that one. One of the toothbrush brand.
Very.
The black face one, the logo is black and white one. Cannot mention the name, sorry.
Yeah.
So that particular logo, like that one. Another one is very red color logo. This has been the two brands war or dominating, oligopoly, monopolizing the market for decades, for centuries. So now why one market leader and the other follower, the market share is very huge. Even the number two one is still, the number two black guy is still noticeable, is still gaining market share. But as compared to the red color fellas, the red logo one has been vast different. Why? Why people buy the stories that must use the red color logo one as their daily toothbrush from generations to generation? You see, from Akong already using that brand. No, parents, the kids will also kind of like, no doubt one is this kind of household brand internationally. So it means it works beyond the human mind, right? It's the same mind, no non-religions, race and everything. But why the particular brand selling better or other people buying their story better is because one is, if you use that toothbrush, you don't have you avoid or you prevent tooth decay. The red color brand. If you use me, right? You use me will prevent you from tooth decay, or you won't get tooth decay. But if you use the black one just say, it smell mint, smell very nice, you refreshing. But which one hits the sensory more? The one tooth decay. I don't want to have a tooth decay. So out of fear attack. Okay, but over here, no, we are too kind. We are too liberal. We don't. So these three donkey keep talking every week for 80 over weeks. But we don't sell. But what's the problem with us? Hey, come on, audience. My helmet ready? My vest jacket ready? Where? Why? Why don't sell? So 係咪講咗得罪? Because you're still in your comfort zone, you don't need to learn. I'm very smart already. Hey, I got how many degrees? Karen, how much you have? What car you driving? How many property you have? Why should I learn from you? Why are you here to tell me about your mind? Who certify you? Who recognize you? Why you play the deck of cards? Whole day play for what? You must see how much she earned first. She talks so big about the card, the system, the supermind. You must look at herself. How rich she is. How can she make it first? This is real world. So the mind must have wisdom. Okay? It's like that one. They don't need help. They don't feel the pain. Let them have their will because it's their choice. It's their life. Life lesson is the best teacher, not us. So why we need to learn the mind? Because what people taught them in university still work, ma. Their parents teach them whatever still work. Good parents. My father was a teacher, okay? My father was a teacher. I don't know what my father have taught me. Most things don't work for my father. Mostly whatever taught my father don't work. That's why I have to look for alternative. A lot of my thing don't work. I'm not that blessed because a lot of my thing in my life challenges a lot that don't work. I have to look for alternative. That I got no choice to explore the mind. Because exploring the mind is the cheapest, ma. The most flexible, ma. I don't have a house how to alter feng shui. I rent a room only. See, Leslie, feng shui master, the bed also 300 square feet, the most. How to shift? Like that also. No significant. So mine is the easiest. I travel a lot quite those days. I cannot go to the hotel's room and I say, north, south, east, west, I want to face. Cannot. And my challenge and all this, the best investment is my mind. Because that only carry with me. And only through mind and educations we can change. Because the Chinese always believe that education can change. But what kind of educations? There's two missing link in terms of educations. One is financial. Financial is getting more. But the mind, I tell you, I myself also has been paying a lot of money here and there, travel here and there to learn. But end of the day, we need to combine every piece and pieces and now put it down into a system. I'm not convinced you. I better convince myself to earn a lot of money first. Let's be practical. So I'm not selling also. I don't want to sell also. I sell you 2,000 ringgit for the card, you got toothache already. You complain a lot, right? Why should I sell? I make myself a millionaire first, then you come and talk to me. It's like that. So if I make my millions, then sorry to tell you, later 我在你身上撒盐哦。It's because you have to 撒盐, you have to sprinkle salt on your wound for you to feel it. You see, everything selling online, everything selling is fear attack one. To make you feel it, So now how to sell? How to make you see your own problem, our own problem? Cannot see because already blindfold, senses are already numb already. How to sell? Unless they kena tougher lesson that cannot be solved. Right? One time divorce not enough. Divorce 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times until you learn. Bankrupt once not enough. Bankrupt twice. Bankrupt 3rd time. Bankrupt 4 times. It's like that one. This is so-called life lesson. Lose 1 million not enough. Lose another million. Every time hit million, boom, come back. Learn again. That's life. Then only then we will, what's wrong? How? What is the missing link? If everybody very smooth, I keep saying, if your system still work for you, you don't need to explore. No need one. That's my point of view. That's my point of view. That's all.
Okay, good. Karin, I think we have Venus here, Michael Ong here. Hi, good evening. I think Stephanie, Justin. Okay, so I think they say we didn't add salt to the wound. Okay, and then Benson said we don't put salt over the wound on others. Okay, we didn't exaggerate enough the issue. Okay, and then we didn't create enough human FOMO. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. Okay, so I think this is something I think we need to do more so that more people can benefit. Because I think to test whether your Panadol is good, so you need to put in when you are very pain, then you eat it and then it become not so pain, then that's the best time to test whether your thing is good or not. So sometimes you really need to put in the salt, so that they're very pain, and then they want it, and then they take it, and then it is effective. But I think this is whether this is wisdom in there. So this one I have to pass to Pastor with Dr. Peter Yi. So is it a wisdom to put salt on others so that they can take more action?
Different people with different style. I don't put salt on people's wound because it's too painful. But I do let people try some salts before giving them water. If I give them water for free, also they don't want. Try some salts. Then only you appreciate what is water. Coming back to our human thinking system or Supermind Mastery Academy, our purpose is to activate the thinking powers or the mind thinking system so much so that people will become a human being which can increase their finances, more money, more material things. At the same time, also improve relationship and better health. If using the normal convention method, focus in only compare with other people got more, you want more. People got Ferrari, you want Ferrari. Bungalow, you want bungalow. So the stress is always there. There's no ending to it. Got 1 million, 10 million, 10 million, 100 million. Never ending. From my observation, if people using the normal method of thinking alone, they may have a lot of material things, but most of them may not be happy. So our human thinking system, we perpetuate the concept, you must have sufficient. You must have enough money to support your life. More is better. But at the same time, you should be happy or something like that. You have an expensive bed, but make sure you can sleep well. Most people have expensive bed but cannot sleep well. That's what I'm trying to mean. That's our purpose here, to elevate the thinking level to another level, so much we have the best of both worlds rather than only one world. Either on the material world or in the spiritual world, but we combine both. Both must have achieve some kind of balance using some kind of wisdom. Okay, pass back to Karin. Any question to ask Karin?
Really need to
Amir,
unmute.
Amir.
How
Mute
come
yourself,
tonight all my questions are got a lot to ask me? Come lah, come,
Yeah.
come, come, come,
Okay. Any
come, come,
question, please ask
come,
Karin.
come. Open to the floor, open to Facebook. Come, come.
Overflow. Come. Pass.
Normally, now I
Fun.
very axy, I tell
Ask
you now.
Karin, and also Leslie, tough question tonight.
I very axy. I say
Don't
now
compliment Karin. When they
now
say
I
you are
want to
beautiful, Karin,
I want to charge every Q&A sections.
eh?
2 months once, 3 hours or 4 hours. You come live lah, or come meeting. I collect money, $100, $200 over the 4 hours. You ask anything, I answer you. Shortcut one.
AMA, we call it ask me
Now,
anything.
now before I charge officially, okay, I become more lancy now. You want to ask tonight, you better ask any damn thing. I answer. All
Fast,
open
fast.
naked one, come fast ask. 唔係冇
Yes,
貨
right.
冇人情講，日日講錢啊，
That's
放馬過嚟啊。
放馬過嚟啊
Let your house come.
！Let
this
your
is
horse come.
Uh,
Leslie say one, let your horse come.
question, but this is mind need injection. What does it mean?
Your mind need injection.
Oh,
Walao eh. Booster. Need vaccine inside the. Okay, maybe I share something because I think my school of mind training is from Buddhism. Okay, so I think like what Peter said, the ego. I think the three things which we say in the term is greed, hatred, and delusion. Something like that. Greed, hatred, and delusion. I think which give us. I think greed. I think we always we want to more and more. Okay, which is not. I think reasonable greed. Yeah, I think is okay. And then delusion. Sometimes is we view. I think just I think Peter said is we view our mind as part by part, which is not holistic. So it become a delusion. So I think we are chasing the wrong thing sometimes. I think which is created a lot of problems, and then is why the life is not so holistic. Okay, greed, hatred, and then those kind of emotion of hatred, okay, or those kind of things, it's also creating a lot of problem in our life. So, but by knowing that and then also training the mind to notice these kind of things, I think we are trained to by meditations and then to notice your emotion, how it's coming up, or those kind of things. Actually, you can tone down, okay, slowly, because it's always the Chinese saying is 修行, okay, it's always to adjust your mind, 修行. So it's always adjusting, and then 修 is something like you are cutting the tree. When the tree grows, so you cut out so that you can grow better. So this is also in the wisdom of the five elements. So the five elements, the wood is growing, so always expanding. But we need the metal element to cut it so that it can grow very nice. So this is something the wisdom is always inside our mind, that we can see more holistically, and then it can help us to create a more fulfilling life. Okay, not in terms of I think money is because on this era I think we need money. Okay, last time I think they are using barter trade. They have more cow, more horse. So it's a different kind of era, different kind of status, different kind of things. So it changed accordingly. Next time I think maybe they have other things that symbolize power kind of things. I think, but over chasing certain thing or over thing which is not so balanced. I think it will, because when you are chasing something, it will make the things imbalance sometimes. Then you are sacrificing because due to our limitation in our time, health, or those kind of things. So you may neglect something. So that's one I think requires us to dig out our wisdom. Okay, I think as Peter say, how to use our true self mind, inner self mind, and the spiritual self mind to create things a life and then which we want, but didn't jeopardize our health, our relationship, our money making opportunities. Okay, so I think this is something important because we want a more holistic life. I think we want money, we want fame, we want happiness, we want all the good things. Okay, also, but I think, but do we have the wisdom to get it? Okay, or else if we don't see it holistically, so we are thinking we are chasing the right thing, then it giving some some bad effect on us. I think maybe on our health or our relationship. Then it make the life more suffering. Okay, so I think definitely have some question.
For Karina, what is your opinion on the mind of the autistic children? How can we require their thinking system? This is a tough question for Karin.
After answer this, I must have Starbucks espresso double. Okay. First of all, how these kids are born special? The first question, before we are talking into tapping into them or how to communicate with them. First thing, why? And how come it's like that? Born special, born biologically different, born biologically unique. You have to look back into the parents' psychological and biological health. That's for sure. Okay, first thing first, we have to recognize that even as parents, it's kind of very hard for parents to accept that they themselves have these hidden, unseen challenges or obstacles or threshold or DNAs among couple first before we talk about the child, right? There's definitely something that have not been maybe medically proven or scientific proven, but something is there that initiate the cause, because it's cause and effect, right? It's cause conditioning, and then only you have the end production. Okay, it's like a factory kind of thing. Okay, so first thing is parents have some hidden, unseen, psychological, biological challenge. I put that as challenge, simple terms just for understanding. Then come the child. Okay, so normally this kind of child, they born different. Not to say they born different, but it's because the way parents brought up, parents or family or culture or society or community want the child to behave in a certain way, and means according to the adults flows, adults or according to the social standards. First month, what the baby is supposed to respond. Second month, third month, 1 year old, 2 year old, that kind of thing. So it's benchmarking. If you attend my workshop before, you know this is conditioning, and we benchmark how many months must be able to sit, how many months must be able to call papa, right? Before almost birthday, first year's old birthday, must be able to crawl a bit and at least walk a few steps, that kind of thing. And not following exactly the child themselves ability or capability. So this is start where the child feel more tension, feel more rejections, feel more disharmony. That is how it's getting far and far and far and far apart. Okay, this is number 2, right? Make sense? But the thing is, we are not trained how to communicate with them and go with their flow. And we are not that patient. They're not that patient. So can communicate with them or not? Can. You must use your heart to talk to them. But in the first place, our senses are blunt, Ray. Our senses are blunt. So how you want to talk? I tell you can. Just use heart and talk. Simple. Does that answer your questions? Just use your heart and talk. Or you don't need to talk. For me, I don't need to talk. I just sit in front of them. They will come to me and they will talk to me. And I tell you, those days, let's say 20 years ago, when I was in business, 殺氣好重嗰陣時, I tell you, I sit down there, drink coffee, the kids come in, look at my face, I stare at them, boom, they run already. Now, no already, now old already, or I know how to use my heart already. The minute I sit down, they come and sit into my lap, play with me, all that. So the answer given to you is easy. Use your heart to talk. But whether who can do it or knowing how to use heart to communicate, then this is priceless. Okay? So I hope I answer you. If not more challenging, answer more questions, all welcome. I see how I can share.
Okay, let me add a little bit more.
Yep.
Add a little bit more to Karin to help her a bit. Okay. Just add on. From medical point of view, this autistic children, the cause, main cause is due to heavy metal, affected by heavy metal during chickenpox vaccination, all that. Because all the vaccine has impurities, especially the mercury and so on. There's a very low dosage is safe, but sometimes it affects the minds, the nervous system. So autistic children, mainly because of that, there's a cause. That's why some parents don't send their children for vaccination. That's one of the reasons. So there's multi-pronged strategy to minimize the impact of the autistic children. One, you can go and see a holistic doctor to remove the excess metallic in the body. There's the way to do it. Certain kind of detoxification, and also through psychological support, like Karin already shared. They are living in our own world. There's one layer lower than normal human being. Not animal, but somewhere in between already. They have their own world. They are intelligent, everything okay. Just slightly not right somewhere. Need a lot of support for them to come back. Excess metallic removal from the body, psychological support. I think there's an autistic association or that. You join the association, there are experts there to help you to cope with autistic children. It's not easy, but can minimize the problem in the family.
It's time consuming, but can do it. You must connect to their heart first. Connect to the hearts to build trust. The minute then they are willing to walk out from their comfort zone. Again, is comfort zone. Okay, in another layman term, Leslie talk about delusions. Okay, because Buddhists use this term delusion. And I'm not that spiritual and religious. I don't quite like the word delusions, which I think is very misleading. I always use the word perceptions, right? Perceptions instead of delusions. Perceptions is very open. Perception is the same ruler pointing outwards or pointing inwards are the same length, right? Perceptions. When one is with the spike out and the one with versus spike in, perceptions, in fact, is the same length, but You perceive differently. There's perception. And I don't like to use the word delusions. Okay? So I say life to me, I keep life very open, keep my mind very open. I don't use delusions, I use perceptions. So in the kids' mind also, they have their own perceptions. But we thought they are abnormal. We thought it's delusions kind of conditioning. Because we're being conditioned, we're being told like, you do this, do that for what? Whole day dreaming, do this, do that, do. I don't dream, I got this. I don't dream if I'm not a dreamer. If I'm not a dreamer, if I'm not crazy dreaming, crazy seeing something, crazy seeing some sign over the road, keep seeing, if I'm not crazy, will I develop this? But even you're crazy is okay. Make good use of it, ma. Right now, like me, ma, I'm crazy. Okay, make good use of it. Turn it into something else. But I don't fall under the category people say, nah, you see this xiao zha bo whole day, dream, don't know dream what. Say can see thing lah, say can communicate lah, say this. That is what people conditions under delusions, ma. Anything not their way, then is no way. So it's like we are trained, we are conditioned like that. No? So autism child also, then abnormal. Not like that. The more you say they are abnormal, they are more out of balance. So they have nothing. In fact, they have nothing wrong. They are more intelligent than us. It's just that you doesn't know how to talk to them, that's all. Or they cannot get you to accept their ways. Because everybody, every parents or every community only want it their way or no way. Or super highway, Route 66. US to Mexico. That's it. But in fact, it's not like that one. Who say delusion? Why can't it be perceptions? You tell me now, audience, those who feel crazy ones sitting down listening, you prefer delusion or you prefer perceptions? Delusion, that means you mati buta already. You kneel at the coffin, kneel it. Perception is different, no. My point of view and your point of view is different, that's all. The minute the point of view different, that means no one is right, no one is wrong. Until it's proven. Until it's sentenced. That means you can still work things out. But delusion KO already. Not like that. This one not right. Everything not right one. Do everything also. Do this for what? Delusions lah, fake lah, all this. Then what is real? Tell me what is real? Money also fake. Everything fake one. Don't know what the hell is right one. Everything wrong one. Some people say, hey, this one, don't do this, don't do. That's my point of view lah. Just differentiate these two words is good enough for tonight. I think you don't mati buta a lot really lah. Delusions and perception. Okay. Talk too much. Pass.
Yes, Peter, anything to add?
So I can only say what we are doing here is to educate, to transform people to human being who knows how to not only use knowledge, but also know how to use wisdom, how to use heart, and how to use senses holistically. Not just using knowledge alone, because it's very limited. That's why the thinking system should be more holistic. And then this one, I think, until now, as I know, there's only one in the world. No other people is teaching it this way. By knowing how the mind works, you understand all the belief system, all the culture, the religion. That's why here we are not touching religion at all, because we need to apply what we teach wisdom. For example, you know Rusty, the person who wrote the Satanic verses, he's intelligent, but no wisdom. So we do not want to be like them. So we don't offend any religion. By learning our thinking system, you can understand your belief on your religion in a deeper level. Maybe most people go to religious organization, just listen to the priest or sami, whatever, but they themselves don't have the full understanding. By understanding mind, you can understand why and how the person speak that way and how does the information come from. Or you learn this mind, you can talk like them too. They are using inside out system. If you learn this, you can talk like them. You can be like all the what I said, the another system they're applying. Like prophet has that ability, but high level like Buddha, they develop. That's what we are developing the inside out until, if not close to it, but nearer to it. The ability I'm talking about. Okay, pass back to you, Leslie.
Good. I think delusion, dreaming. I think we can. If I think we normally when you see the old video before the airplane was created, you see a bunch of crazy people doing some airplane kind of things. They want to fly from the sky and then very crazy design or those kind of things. I think this kind of dream and this kind of crazy ideas that actually make the world advance. That's why I think we got plane coming now. So that time I think, if you look back those kind of design, those kind of video, then we need this kind of crazy people. I think we can dream, then we managed to create something new. So that's why I think we got airplane now. Then because of this kind of crazy people, they crushed a lot of design from the sky. Okay, a lot of weird design. Some look like birds, some look like different kind of things. Then at the end, then we have this airplane. Okay, coming out now, and then we can fly over the world and then fly to the universe. So I think this kind of sometimes whether crazy or not crazy, sometimes it's a matter of currently say perception. I think, and then another thing, when you do it, when you create it out, it become something or just like you become successful. What you thought is also good. When you are not successful, everything you thought is bullshit. So it's a perception. I think some
Exactly.
ah
Exactly. How
right.
smart you are. How smart you are. As long as the exchange is not there, I tell you, go to the recycle bin. This is real world. That's why you don't say I always emphasize on exchange. The younger days, people say you try, you need the experience, no, 曾经拥有, that kind of story, huh? Sorry 啦嚇，I'm like that 啦嚇，OK，你講我市儈我就 OK 嘅啦，我都冇問題嘅，OK，my skin very thick one，OK，我 say 哎呀，不要在乎天長地久啊，要曾經擁有啦，go for the experience 啊，not the end results 啦，all this 啦嚇，you keep doing and see how，keep doing and see how you do you work your whole life through, don't care about exchange, see how, feel it for yourself. Okay? Those are the whatever conditioning that 講到好瀟灑，很瀟灑，very elegant statements or claims. Oh, I'm like that. It's okay. It's okay, No exchange. No exchange means the missing link, you cannot find out the missing link lah. That is blind spot lah. That's why I cannot exchange lor. So stupid, so easy. The circle, the dot, missing dot. If no missing link, that means can exchange lor. No missing link. So this is simple logical thing. Why can I think of this? I'm a non-logical person, so-called xiao and can think of this. Just find out the missing link only ma. Then can exchange already lor. Exchange no good meh? If not, you
Good.
exchange, no good, you give it to me, I don't mind one. I born abundance to receive. You strike lottery or you decode, you know how to strike lottery, then you say, hey, I don't want this money. No, this is delusion. This one no good. Okay, come, welcome. Where you stay, I drive to your house. Come, I'm an excellent receiver. Give it to me. So no exchange. Everything must be an exchange. Everything must be a result. Even the result is not right. That means it just show you that the missing link, you haven't found out the secret, you haven't found out the missing link. The world very real one. The world is very real one. This is a real world. It's not a Barbie doll. Barbie dolls also need to dress up, right? Barbie dolls need to dress up. 佛也要精装，佛像 he make up of gold, brass, precious stones, precious material. Why? And then you yourself, you say, it's okay. No. Why we put it's such a bad perceptions or delusions about exchange? What's wrong? What's wrong? Sometimes I look at the world very wrong. What's wrong? Who brought us up like that? That we cannot have exchange. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve to be good. We don't deserve to learn whatever people say one, follow 100%. The own giant say one, don't talk like you're wrong lah. Ask your giant talk to you, say, hey, no lah, no. Why like that? Sometimes I cannot understand.
I think the human nature don't like to see other people to be good. Sometimes.
No, it's not that they don't see other people good. It's nothing got to do with them, but they want to see people good only, they believe. But people walk along the way, ma. The target is not the yearly target. Target is a moving target. Target is a moving target, ma. After 20 million, 40 million, 40 million, 60 million, people say, wow, delusion, bad. This is progressing, that's all, ma. Because I find I know how to decode another secret. I move a step ahead. Then I got 40 million. And I can decode 40 million again. I get 80 million.
Good.
Then people say, you don't need lah. You such a big bungalow for what? All this. 咪頭腦壞咗嘅呢啲，咪頭腦壞咗嘅。
Yeah. So when you can get it,
I don't
why,
know.
why?
I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know what.
let me add a bit. Actually, we are not xiao lang or xiao zhabo or crazy. We are not. Only difference is we are more creative. We are unique. We produce something different than the world standard.
Chuan, very chuan. Talk about all this topic are very chuan, very chuan, very chuan.
So, learning the mind person to bring out their special. For example, my younger days, when I just got married, I see my wife is so different from me, so uncomfortable. I want to change her. So she also look at me, so different than her. She also want to change. So we try to change each other. So we have a lot of conflict, a lot of arguments sometimes. So I learned, okay, try to change another person or judge another person don't work. So I change myself. So I try to change myself,修行. But very uncomfortable also. For a period of time. But now I'm much older now. So younger day until now, I still the same. No change, cannot be changed. So I learned after studying the mind thing, I learned to accept my difference, my uniqueness, to be myself. Because I born like that. And I learned to accept other people as they are. You look at Karen, look at Leslie, they're so different. Their spirit, their soul, their body, the way they communicate, they're all different, but they are unique. I look at them as unique person, and I accept them as they are. So we are not crazy, we are unique and special. That's all.
唔是笑人，唔是笑，我笑。
I tell you lah, bo xiao ah, 别做代志 one.
Bộ là bộ xiao là nó bộ
Tell
chán.
you, seriously. Tell you
Bộ là
seriously.
bộ xiao.
If
Xiao là bộ chán.
you are like that, like always, what Leslie always say this. Observe, no happy, no sad, observe. I tell you, like that, you want to create rocket science, like Elon Musk, this kind of personalities,
Yes,
want to
yes,
go
yes.
to the moon, want to do space travel and all that. If observe like that, who contribute to the world? You need a
Yes.
real crazy nuts fellas, burning their ass
Crazy, creative.
up and down, bankrupt again, get back again, want to fly
Yes.
again. This kind of personalities only can contribute to the world, ma. If not, everybody say observe, no risk like that. Wow. Now
That's
it's
why
fun
this
shui, I tell you.
That's why we have a different. I think like DASC, we have three. The one crazy one talk, then the other three
Yes,
other
exactly.
people to do lor. Wow, this one xiao eh. Then
Exactly.
but sports. I think that one xiao one gong only. Then the other three person need to make it up lor. I think another different kind of people to do it. So I think it's make it beautiful and creative world lah. I think so everyone is different and then
Okay, I say that in Mandarin. This is a bonus takeaway.
uh,
Those who listen one, see me, bump into me, buy me coffee. I don't know who you are. Let me tell you. You want to be successful. Here, to me, very practical one. The exchange must be big one. Okay, the exchange must
big
be
one
big.
one cao tim lah.
Big one. No big, no talk one. Okay. You want big thing, you want to be successful, you want to be somebody that make your journey worth travel. We live only once, right? For me, by choice, yeah, my own choice, now I'm free mind, free will, free everything. By choice, I choose to be crazy. I choose to be insane. Is because the minute 你没有疯，你没有狂，
不枉一生。
不是你没有疯，你没有狂。You don't have the burning in you，你是做不了大事的。It's because something big, definitely, you're against a lot of people. You must be firm. Even I talk today like that, I tell you, I go out, a lot of people want to slap me also, I think. But you know one, the norm is the norm. If you follow the norm, you are followers already.
Yes, correct.
Right? That's how Elon Musk burned his ass, Tesla lah, all this. Why? You have to be, you need that kind of a little crazy and insaneness in you. The kind of guts and drive to do things. That is the drive, if you know how to use it. Nowadays, people drive is to shop, is to complain. Their drive is complain lah, MCO lah, this, that lah. That is their drive, that's all. But you cannot find the other drive. The in you to do something. So I tell you, by choice, I know how to condition myself. Confidently, I tell myself I'm 笑。我疯，我还狂。People ask me, hey, you 笑 Yeah lah, we born in Penang, stay near the beach one, the Tao Hong very tang one, the Tao Hong, the wind blow to the head. When we are young, we wash hair very late at night and then go gurney drive, sit down in motor, sit down. The wind blows, so our head Tao Hong. Very serious one. Okay, those who know Hokkien, Penang lang. Cha, tiang ki gurney say Tao le, ching helmet lagi gurney chui hong. Chui hong le Tao Hong. Tao Hong jin tang. When people say, oh, you Tao Hong? Yes, I'm from Penang ma. You don't know me? Penang all Tao Hong very tang one. But I know how to make good use of this Tao Hong. Okay, Dr. Peter Yi always say, no, I'm not. But I tell you, I label it as such, I'm okay because I know how to make good use of it. If I'm not, I won't create. But I Tao Hong, I okay ma. 我疯我狂我 okay because I know how to exchange. Some people, a lot of people still 疯 or still 狂 but they doesn't know how to exchange ma, because they don't need to spend money. They stay in cloud 9. Their cloud can fly to Paris. I need to pay my air tickets to go Paris. That is the difference. I live in the real world. My Chinese tea also every day costs me money. Even I don't go out for coffee right now. It's money. That's why, go back to the very beginning of the conversations. Why are we different from animals, from plants? Because it's financial. So I have to live differently. I cannot live like tree. I cannot live like animals. Sometimes I wish, tuk, 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 wow, got food already. Shake, shake, shake. My tail, bony tail turn a bit, got food. No.
Good.
So
Okay. It's quite late already, more than 10:30 already. Maybe we can one round of what you feel like saying, one round.
they don't dare to ask me question already, now? Y'all don't dare to ask me question, Y'all want this episode to be deleted? Come. Yes, last night one haven't delayed yet. No more questions? Free one more.
Okay. Leslie, what you feel like saying?
Yes. I think very interesting session. I think Corinne said about burning desire or something like that. So you need to have 风 your 狂
风 and
So I think
光
so 人生有时要疯疯狂狂一下要潇洒走一回 then we can sing song already. Okay. So I think tonight I think is good. I think why the human what is the human thinking system. I think this is go back to our topic tonight. I think you have something like a lot of things. I think the human thinking system is actually very complicated, but there is a lot of so many things inside. Okay, so many things inside. Pat Chung say, Dr. Peter tell me don't ask. Okay.
Tonight is Q&A section.
Tonight is Q&A free and easy. You can talk anything.
Tonight is like lawyer. Tonight is
every,
like debating. Not
debating.
question asking, debating. Can
Yeah.
argue, can bang table. Can throw.
No, Dr. Peter will ask you when you class, don't ask so much. But I think every Thursday night he will ask any question. So every Thursday night, any question. So so any Thursday do ask question. Then class time I think he say class time less question. Thursday night any question.
Okay, this
Okay.
one, Peggy Chong, don't ask. Don't ask your logical mind. Allow your illogical mind to work. That's all. It's different. You don't ask who. There who missing there. Okay, coming back to our this kind of class and supermind things, about the phone quang, about the crazy uniqueness or everything. Actually, we have, as what Karin say, we have limited life. Everybody has some desire inside your heart. Everything is limited. Financial is limited. Time is limited. Everything is limited. How can you make it happen? The burning desire in your heart, either it is a passion or in your profession, make it bring out to reflect your ability to create. That's all. Can be anything. So our Supermind course is help you to bring out your part and make it happen despite all the shortcoming. It still can happen. That's why I feel like saying, pass back to Karin, and then Leslie goes in tonight.
Okay, Karin.
Well, I have nothing to say. I have
Sorry.
over already. Yeah. Later I talk again tonight.
Cannot close.
Cannot close.
Never mind. We keep it for next week. Okay, next week.
Next week.
So I think
Next week,
so.
Karen, your session, next week.
Next week, what you all want it to be? Okay lah. Next week debating.
来
Oh,
来来来
debate.
啊，放马过来，放马过来。
放马过来。debating debating.
More fun so we enjoy our life and then de stress a bit because I think a lot of people very stressed. Then they stress until they jump from the sky or something like that.
I say another thing.
Come.
The minute your mind cuckoo, right? Your body won't go cuckoo. Your mind fall sick, physically very strong. Physically won't fall sick. Now the precious thing is physical, don't fall sick. So the bonus giveaway, another bonus for tonight. Those cuckoo one sleep by the roadside never kena COVID.
The cloth, not enough cloth also no raining, rain and
shine. Have you been to the soup kitchens and food contributions distributions during middle of the night?
No, I haven't tried it.
I tried before. Food donations every Friday night. Soup kitchen one. You go to Chowkee, that kind of area, then give food and all that. You look at how they live. I once challenged my friend and say, okay, I go and spend one night on the street. In fact, I did when I was in UK. I did sleep on the street before in King Cross stations in my early 20s. Okay, now I brought out the memory definitely remind me in that putting that into the books. I slept 2 nights in King Cross stations, London.
Whoa.
Slept 2 nights. 2 nights before. Okay, so the minute your mind falls sick, when your mind is very strong, you can do any damn thing, I tell you. But are you willing to walk through or not? But at least now, you go a bit cuckoo is okay because physically you will be very strong. At least you're safe for your COVID. 留得青山在，哪怕没柴烧，对吗？过了 COVID 还有很大的好世界，对吧？OK。
So
That one I don't know. You got to ask Karen. I really don't know about it. She's an expert in that.
Okay, that's all I feel like saying.
Okay, good. Thank you, everyone. I think. So, and Angie Tai say, do not realize nor see myself and the nature of my mind. Now it's the stars. Good. Keep it up, Angie. And then definitely say, so thank for the interesting session. So I think we have this kind of debate. So more fun a bit.
Okay lah, next week debate. 放馬過嚟
Phong Ma Ko Le. Let your house come. Okay.
Let your house come.
Okay, now it's 10:35, so we need to end tonight's session. Thank you everyone for your session. Do join us next Thursday. Okay, same time, same place. Okay, and then do help us to invite your friend to join, see the replay or our next session. So thank you and hope to see you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye. See you next week.